welcome once more here, ladies and gentlemen, to the DreamHack Pro Circuit live from Valencia, Spain. A beautiful, beautiful city, as you can see here from the shots all the way through. But at the end of the day, we're here for the beauty of the Rocket League. All of the action here underway. And as we've said, we've just concluded here with our last series. And our next one, I feel like, is going to be a bit more interesting. We'll get to that in a moment here. But any last thoughts over Rogue going up against Dig?
Rogue has proven it every single event now that they are the real deal. I think people, like at the World Championship, were like, will they show up? Did they get a top 4? But I still felt like there was question marks from just the fan base of like, all right, but are they for real? And again, a 3-0 versus Dignitas, and it was very dominant.
And Dignitas looked happy at the end of it. They were just happy to have Astral, integrated into the team and into their team mechanics so well. He was popping off. He did super well, involved in every single goal. And I think that if they can just learn so much from this loss and move forward, it's going to help them try and rebuild that dynasty that is Dignitas.
I agree. It's going to be really interesting to see what that looks like, right? Because I feel like when I think about that roster, I can't help but feel like I wonder what the mental landscape looks like for people like Violent Panda, seeing the highs and the lows. Do you feel confident? Are you feeling like you're struggling with yourself? Maybe any insight here, Gibbs?
So I think that's why it's fun to see Violent Panda smiling. Like, it's a tryout for Astral, but you bring them all the way to DreamHack, they're probably going to go with him for the RLCS, but they know that it's a work in progress, right? Like, it's not going to be success just overnight. And there's still a chance here. They're not done yet, but I think it's a good mentality by Violent Panda to just be like, hey, man, it's fine. Rogue's a great team, and we lost to them. Let's try and bounce back later. And
DreamHack is such a great place to kind of have your errors and your faults just handed to you on a silver platter. And we saw that with Vitality. They came in before becoming the reigning world champions at Worlds, and they had their mistakes clearly written out there, and then they completely learned from them, and hopefully Dignitas can do the same thing there.
Yeah, it's better to have the loss before the World Championship 100%. Rather than at it itself here. But we got to figure out where things have gone here as we take a glance at our bracket and all the groups here for today, and a lot of action. We'll see that C and D have not totally concluded, as there's some games still left yet to be played out of those, but A and B fully locked in.
Yes, A and B are done. Not too many surprises except for TSM out and maybe a little bit Splice, but on the other side we have not a typo there, the River Rats 2-0. They won Game 5 overtime versus NRG to move on.
And that's got to be rough because, you know what? They have Gibbs in their name. And
they do have a great coach.
You're right. What did you tell them? You gave them some secret sauce or something.
Yeah, hey, man.
I don't know what it was.
I am not going to spoil it, but at the other side with Group C as well, G2 and the Bricks moving on. The Bricks with speed and a lot. That just keeps on going. The perfect sweep versus Barcelona. That was huge.
Yeah, it's crazy to be able to think that was, again, a perfect sweep just because Barcelona is a roster that, especially when they're looking good, offense is not a weak point for them. So shutting that out was a very big opening day here, I feel like, for the Bricks.
Yeah, there's a lot of threats going into Game 2. Even with teams like Valoche that we saw twice on stream, they went to Game 5 versus Cloud9. They looked great on stream both times. They're a real threat for Day 3. There's so many teams that could possibly make Day 3. It's going to be so much fun to watch.
And it's the bubble teams, like you said. It's the ones who are just waiting for DreamHack. They're waiting for this opportunity, like Valoche. They didn't make it, and they didn't promote. So this is their time, and this is their only chance, really, to compete against the top-tier teams.
Well, now it is time to transition to our focus on to our next series at hand, and that is going to be between Ghost up against Aeriality here.
Yes.
And Aeriality has some names that I recognize, but I know doesn't sit at the top of the Rocket League throne.
Sure.
So give me some background here on Aeriality.
Well, we talk about Valoche. Well, they kicked Tylacto to form that team, and then he's been playing around with different teammates. He's with Ixo, who is known right now for his 1v1 fame, even though he doesn't like when people say he's a 1v1 player. But that's how everyone knows him right now, so a very gifted player. And then the final player, of course, we have RLCS Caliber with, what's his name? What was it again? I'm sorry, I forgot it. I was just thinking of the name. Thank you. Thank you.
I thought you were joking.
No. I just completely blanked on it. Hey,
that was the last thing I expected to come out. I was like, Gibbs knows this.
I was like, you played the RLCS, but it's been a while.
This is an extended meme, Gibbs. My goodness.
Hey, I'm old. I'm tired. It's all right. It happens. But we have 7M2. This team is solid. So at the qualifiers for both Valencia, they came in 7th. Then the qualifiers for Dallas, they came in 4th. One of those times they played with Astral, one of those times they played with Blurry. So a little bit of a different roster, but these guys know how to perform online. We'll see if they can perform on stage. But on the other side, a team we haven't talked about a lot, and that is Ghost Gaming, because we didn't see them at DreamHack Dallas.
Exactly. We haven't seen these guys perform in so long. It feels like I almost forgot that they were coming here because they didn't go to DreamHack Dallas. They weren't at Worlds, so it's been so long since we've seen them. And the main thing to bring up is Lethamyr, the leader, and how he implements Illusion into the play with these guys. At the end of league play, they were finally starting to integrate him. He was popping off, going for passes left and right. The 1v1 individual skill was there, and it's all about how he performs here on this stage.
But it's 3 straight seasons now for Lethamyr and Ghost where it just hasn't been a quality result. They're always finishing 5th or 6th, and like not a world championship team, but not getting relegated, but they're just kind of in limbo right now. So we'll see if they can bounce back, and it could all start here at DreamHack. Then on the other side, we have Ixo. Again, he is known for his 1v1 fame, but there's more to this player than just that.
Eventually, you know, we've learned that Fairy Peak and Scrub Killer have found a way to be able to get the 1v1 player title off their back. I'm sure he'll find a way eventually.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we see it a lot when 1v1 players, they transition to 3s. We got Tylacto. He's excited to play on stage once again. He had a lot of success when they were Team Secret. And then finally, the player I forgot.
You looked at me, Gibbs, and I
know.
I knew you were like reaching out to me. And
I'm sorry,
I couldn't think about it.
I'm sorry. He brings the backpack normally. We saw it back in, what was it, Season 2, one of the greatest interviews we've ever had with Sebadam, and he is a very confident player, that is for sure.
Yeah, it shows on the field. He is definitely the name that when I looked at this roster immediately, it was like, I know this. I don't know why I know this, but I know this name. It has been one that has left a mark here within the Rocket League scene. So it's going to be exciting out from them. So to gauge this, if you were to give first instinct, because we're running with a team with maybe not the most well-versed background against Ghost, which we know exists within the RLCS, but we haven't seen him forever.
Yeah.
So what do we think? If you were to lean one way or the other, where do you fall on this already?
I feel like because the World Championship went more in North America's favor, you probably have to lead more on Ghost, but like Aeriality has quality results recently, and Ghost has just been in the middle of the pack. So it's like, it's very hard to tell right now.
For me, it's how much Ghosts have been working in their offseason. They've had such a huge break. Have they been scrimming? Have they been even playing ranked and actually grinding the game and taking, you know, that solo initiative to keep playing and pop off here at the one opportunity that you've gotten in so long? So I think it's really going to show on field that they've been practicing together as a team.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say that, because I was actually going to add on when you're talking about it's been so long. I was going to say, is that a gift or a curse for this roster, right? Is that a moment to be able to benefit?
It's got to be a curse, because Illusion, they were starting to string things together, basically. We saw so many passes and so many great opportunities for them towards the end of league play with Illusion, and then all of a sudden a huge gap in their play. How is that going to affect it? It's almost like all the momentum that they did have just completely got killed.
Yeah, there's no way that they were probably practicing that much when there was around DreamHack Dallas time when they knew they weren't going, right? Then, like, why would you practice? And then there was another month, and now they're here. So we'll see how much time they had off, and if, like, maybe that time actually helped and they figured some things out.
Is there any specific element that if you were to witness something, or that if it comes to light at a common reoccurrence within the series, that you go, that was what I needed to see to have confidence in that time window from them, whether it be that passing play with Illusion and the integration to the offense? What is that element here for Ghost?
I need to see Illusion pop off again, because I felt like throughout league play, it was either he was one of the worst players in RLCS or one of the best, and we need him more on the side of one of the best. So if he gets confidence building, then they should look pretty good here.
Yeah, and the way he approached the ball reminds me a lot of Gimmick. He's very opportunistic. He can create so much space on the field for his teammates and create these awesome plays that can, you know, string other people together so easily. So if he's showing up here, that means that their offseason has been very successful.
Well, it is time to put out your predictions here for this series. It seems like there's a lot on Ghost, but at the same time, it's not too confident.
I might not know all 3 players, but I'm going Aeriality anyway. I think Aeriality, they have a good shot here. They've been performing extremely well throughout Europe on the online scene. It's going to be, we'll see if there's any nerves here on stage, but I'm going to give it to Aeriality.
Yeah, I'm gonna not go with Aeriality. I'm going to go with Ghost here. I think that Illusion is going to come through and pop off. I think as long as he's been playing in free play, come on, he's got
I'm torn. I am very torn, actually, and I don't know why. I think all objective facts says that this is Ghost. I don't know why you're thinking, but I'm going with Aeriality. I think that it's like, it's got this, like, it's got a feeling of just, you know, kind of the mixture of the guys middle of the pack getting together, not caring, and being able to step up. And I think that this, you know, Ghost hasn't shown to be too consistent. We talked about they were just gaining traction, right? For a lot of the season, it was kind of, where is the Ghost that we expected?
Yeah, and let's not forget that back at Leipzig, there was a team called Echo Zulu, one of those bubble teams, and Ghost had a chance to make day 3, but they fell to Echo Zulu, so maybe the same thing here.
All right, well, it is time to get things underway here. We're going to send you over to, excuse me, not James Bond. It is going to be Johnny Boy and Shogun here for the series.
Excuse you. Really?
Wow, Shogun is not happy
I
about
am
that.
not a happy boy. So
Mistakes happen, Shogun. I was going to let that fly, but I guess you're not.
No, not a chance. Either way, we are going to be here. This is a chance for Ghost to try and put behind them the demons that came from Leipzig. They did drop down to Team Echo Zulu during that sort of fairy tale run that they put together, but they're not against a scrub team here. I heard Gibbs talking about good online results. I just want to read some names aloud that they've beat online recently. Dignitas, The Bricks, Complexity, Triple Trouble, and another win against Dignitas. This is a team that in these sort of brackets show up.
Yeah, they've done very well together. So we're looking at them to play spoiler against Ghost versus Echo Zulu. Already shown that it can be done. But earlier today, Ghost did look pretty good off stage. They managed to take down Method, another tough EU team from RLRS. They beat them 3-2, but they finished strong in that series, winning Game 4 3-1 and Game 5 6-0. So some people say Method are around about the same level as Aeriality. You know, recent results for Aeriality might put Aeriality a little bit higher, but Ghost were able to handle Method earlier today. Will this be a similar sort of series?
Here we go. Players to be looking out for this series. Going to be Lucian. As Des said, trying to look for him to string some passes together because that's where Ghosts were lacking for the longest time. Seemed like they were figuring it out, but I had a chance to really compete at the top level for the longest time. Lucian gets the clear. His memory's going to be coming in quite late. Shot's going to go up high. A chance for recovery for Sebadam. Chooses the boost instead.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't going to get there with the double touch, so he decided to use his boost to secure more in the corner rather than waste it all reaching something he's not going to get to. It's good pressure early on for Aeriality, but Ghosts like to sit back and absorb pressure. That is their usual play style. Nothing too surprising so far. Now, you mentioned Illusion for Ghost as the guy you're looking to pop off. On the other side of the field, you're looking for Ixo, who hates being called a 1v1 main. But we all know he's a 1v1.
We all know it.
Yeah,
like,
we all know he's a 1v1 main.
I want to point towards him during the Gfinity Elite Series where he was playing for Hashtag and he was pretty much the creator of that team. Every single play they had. And it wasn't an overly successful season for Hashtag, but the goals they did get usually started with Ixo.
Oh yeah, it was all Ixo. He was popping off. I mean, we joke around about like calling him a ones main, but he's insane at 3v3 these days. He's been putting a lot of time into the game mode, and we all know his mechanics are out of this world. That is actually a shot off target by Sebadam. It was a great pass by Ixo. So far, Aeriality are creating more in the Ghost end of the field. Now, that's a great shot, though, and Memory's going to open the scoring. It just took one good opportunity. Ghosts are on the board.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of a warning there from Ghost. Aeriality had a great opportunity. They didn't take it. Ghost get one good opportunity, and they'll make sure that one's turned in. Need to try and turn this around now. Do Aeriality, because Ghost, you know, looking pretty good when they get their opportunities.
Yeah, it was just a uncontested center ball. Great power in the shot from Memory. No time for Tylacto to react. Might just be a little bit of not disrespect, because obviously Aeriality, you know they're up against a good team here, world-class team. You know, maybe they're not just ready for field passes of that caliber. That was so quick. I mean, it came off I think it was an Aeriality player, but you've got to always be ready as the third man back to intercept that kind of thing. It's the most deadly thing that can happen of all this bouncing straight into the middle.
Gonna be bounced out. Tylacto needs to try and take care of Leftmere, but Leftmere waited pretty well. Coming towards the halfway point of game number 1. Clear as well, Leftmere. There's the only thing that Leftmere is very solid at. It's getting the ball from his side of the field to the other. He's always been very good at that. You know, you're talking about players that were 1v1 gods, don't want to be recognized that anymore. Leftmere, perfect example.
Oh yeah, Leftmere was the guy for 1v1 ability in North America for a long time, and that was also when he was well known for threes. Memory going to test the crossbar again. It is still there. Aeriality still down by 1 goal. They're not getting anywhere near as many chances as Ghost are right now. They're definitely losing a lot of territory. Oh, what save by Sebadam! Oh my goodness!
And there's a quick flashback there for Ghost as they remember Taz.
Yeah, look at the same thing. They're thinking, not again. They're not against another team who are going to save all their shots. So far, they're still up by 1. They don't have anything to worry about just yet.
Yeah, Aeriality have not created any opportunities for themselves since going a goal down. Sole opportunity being blasted off to the side. Solution. You said it earlier on, you have to prove that you did get the flip reset.
Is looking for a flip reset, double touch there, but didn't quite land it properly. Ixo had to recover after flying in the wrong direction. Makes contact, but not the best way possible. Good read there by Illusion. It was actually a very cheeky pass by Tylacto to try and sneak into the middle of the field. Ghost are looking quick. They maybe had a few sluggish plays. They didn't look like they were themselves when they lost to Team Echo Zulu back in February this year, but today they're looking a lot better.
Gonna be over to Tylacto. 1 minute on the clock. Aeriality. Had one clean chance themselves, and to be honest, you've got to be there a little bit quicker than that. Ixo got very lucky just to plummet onto the ball.
Yeah, I don't think he knew much about that one.
But I think we need to see a shifting of the gears from Aeriality.
Yeah, they're right now just running straight into Ghosts at the midfield line. Everything they do is getting sent right back into their half. If they can just get Ghost pushed back all the way once, maybe they can stay there. For now, it is just easy clear, easy interception for Ghost. Rinse and repeat. Hold on to that 1-0 lead.
First, sustained pressure from Aeriality. Can they make it count? Double commit. Tylacto can't find the boost. It didn't pop up in mid.
Oh,
there's not any in the back, and that's going to feel bad for him. He's tried to set up Ixo. Ixo's got it all to do, and he's probably going to do it by himself, but Lefemir, coolish you like, sat on the backboard. He's going to look to try and kill off the clock, but maybe one more chance. Tylacto can't win the challenge. Ixo keeps it up high. Not a great first touch. Lefemir slowly creeping forward. He wants the challenge. It will hit the floor. Ghost have grabbed the first game.
Yes, really nice defending there by Ghost. When Ixo did have an uncontested aerial, they had one player in net, one player on the backboard. It doesn't matter where Ixo hits it. They've got it covered. The only option Ixo would have had is maybe a flip reset. But how on earth are you going to get a flip reset on the ball that was coming to him way too fast? Not even Ixo's got that one in his back pocket on any given day. But, not the worst performance in game one for Aeriality. They look like they're, pretty happy. It's good to see teams talking between games, trying to figure out what to do differently. Thinking of the goal they conceded, it was just a ball that suddenly bounced out into the middle. 7am getting on the wrong end of a challenge here. Then Memory uncontested, booms a shot in before Tylacto can react. He was close to getting the save there. Even got a feeling it looks like one of those shots that would have looked like it hit his car on his screen. The server side, nope, you've conceded.
Absolutely, but it's a difficult position to be in. At levels like this, that one goal is the difference maker. So far, I don't think I've really learned too much from either of these squads in that game, apart from the fact that Ghost look comfortable under rotation. That's all I've really gleaned. I feel like as this series goes along, we're going to learn more and more, see who is capable of doing what, and where the differences in skills really are between these squads.
Yeah, Ghost do look comfortable, that's true. And Aeriality also look somewhat comfortable, although they struggle to get the ball in their half. That's going to be 1-0 Illusion early on. Let's get a goal off this kickoff. It's a little bit careless by Aeriality here. If it was 7am, it's just trying to react to the ball that suddenly ended up in front of him, but couldn't get there in time. So that is the risk you run when you're cheating so close, and you're also not leaving someone in goal. 1-0 Ghost. Last game, they're able to hold on to a 1-0 lead for the entire match. Got a long way to go in this one. Seeing how they played in the last game, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. They're looking very solid.
Absolutely not. They've been very clean how they've wanted to play so far, not just needlessly giving up possession. Which was their problem for the longest time as well. It was just passes for the sake of passes at moments. Now it just seems like they're taking their time a little bit more, trying to wait for what is actually available rather than trying to force the play. That's going to be an attempted clear. 7am, plenty of time to try and set himself up. He chose a passing option, but be forced to try and continue that ball down the other side of the field. Tylacto's moved forward, but he hasn't got anything for it. Chance for Illusion. Keeps it off the backboard. And Ghost, well, Leftmir's not going to challenge that. He doesn't need to. Just chooses to rotate back.
Yeah, very ghosty play here. Just everybody rotating all the way back post. Seeing very few breaks of rotation to pressure the ball, but they're just taking their turn. Going in one after another. Okay, Ixo might have a solo play here. Looks like he's out of boost, so he had to try and wave dash to the ball. That would have been dangerous if he was fully boosted up and ready to attack in a 1v1 situation. Double touch coming in for 7am. It's on target. Illusion's there for the save. Tylacto's shot saved by Illusion as well. Double save there. Although the ball's still in the half. Oh my goodness, 7am with Little double touch of his own to get a center, but Ixo didn't read it. It's the best chances that Aeriality have had in a while. It's all kinds of extra touches that are making it happen.
Yeah, they really need to just try and catch Ghost out. They know that Ghost are just controlling the midfield. As soon as they lose that control, though, they're all going to rotate into net. Try and cover the backboard, so at that point you can go for the extra touch plays. Really force either just winning the challenge or forcing a double commit from them. Aeriality slowly easing into the offense. On the other side of the field, though, Ghost putting forward some questions. Do Aeriality have the defensive answers?
Well, looks like this time they will have a contest coming into the ball that's just bouncing across. That's a great shot by Illusion. Saved well by 7am. He's had a couple of good saves already this series. Approaching halftime, it's been few and far between for Aeriality's realistic chances to score. Ghosts are playing a very good game rotationally, not double committing, making sure that they always have a reasonable amount of boost in all three of their players. When you're up against a team who are doing both of those things, it can be very hard to score.
Aeriality 7 minutes in now, not a single goal to their name. We have already seen one perfect sweep. And I'm not calling it too early, but at this point, Aeriality, they need to start getting some plays going because not enough shooting chances just yet. And the ones they have not really been high quality either.
Yeah, the passing plays just aren't there for the most part. 7am going to try and run this one all the way around. He does get it past one, but still more Ghost defenders ready, queuing up to challenge the ball. Doesn't look like Leffer's going to get his hands on that one, but doesn't really matter. In reality, are struggling so much to create chances. Okay, this looks promising. 7am goes up where he hits the brick wall of Leffer's defense. Really good read there by Leth. If he hadn't gone up immediately, he might have been in an awkward position.
Well, Leth, he's performed very well at every single Universal Open he's taken a part in, and a huge part of twos is just your ability to force challenges and come out the better side of them. He's been doing that so well throughout this, but now Ixo by himself fakes one. Past memory as well, but no support. It's always going to be hard to really justify an Aeriality player to be in that very specific position as well.
Yeah, it's a great fake on Lethemir though by Ixo. Thought for a moment that he had an option to go for the shot, but decided to cut that all the way back across the goal. Not quite fast enough. Maybe the flick, maybe the pop would have been better in hindsight. Still, I kept thinking about that with 45 seconds left. They need to try and create a goal. Their first one of the series.
Bouncing down, Illusion clears long. They can see the time of the clock. No, they just need to try and run it down as much as they possibly can. Aeriality might leave themselves exposed as well as they try and escape. It's a lovely challenge though from Ixo. It seems like every single time Aeriality are getting themselves out of the orange side of the field, it is down to him. Outside of that though, actually in the blue side of the field, nothing's happening for them.
Yeah, more great clears by Ghost. They're almost never letting clears be intercepted. Certainly not dunked on by Aeriality. There's going to be one more chance for Aeriality. And Tylacto's going to take it all the way himself. They finally score. 2 seconds left in game 2. What a way to open the scoring, not just for this one, but for this series. I think he actually got bumped into that as well, or he would never have got that much power on it. It's a little bit of good fortune, but they're right back in the series.
It might have taken 9 minutes and 58 seconds to get the first one, but it was needed. As we do head over to overtime in game 2, Aeriality can tie us up right here in a series that they really haven't got started in until just now.
This is a tough spot though for 7am memory. Trying to go underneath them, but 7am actually stays low enough on the challenge. Like the mere calls.
Bad spot.
His teammate off. There's a good leave. Nobody following up, so it's going to be clear for Aeriality for the time being. You know, we talked a lot about Leth and Ixo's one's ability. 7am's another player who's been very high rated in ones, so not surprised to see him shutting down an attempted mind game.
7am doesn't get contact. Leffer's going. Tylactos to bail his teammate out. Still pressure on as Ghost try and put themselves 2 games to the better. Bounces all the way out. Leffer chooses to leave it for Illusion. This is where Ghost have thrived throughout this series so far. They've got Aeriality in their own side of the field. They've probably got most of Aeriality's back boosts. See another one picked up by memory. Aeriality got to find a way out, and once again, it's Ixo who does it.
Ixo finding the opening. Leffer is going to try and do it again. Look at that. Pass 2, Leth going all the way. Mind games it, but can't catch it. So great work by Lethemere to go past 2 Aeriality players with dribbles, no less. It's rare to see that work in 3v3. It's so hard to find the space. Well into the 2nd minute now. So half flipping into position. He's beaten out a Ghost player to the ball. Lethemere stays with it. Great pass off to Memory. It's actually just going to be a goal. What an offload by Lethemere. Memory bangs it in. That's how you go 2-0 up in a series.
Caught it perfectly. Infield passing play as well. Well, the sort of style for the passing play to get it over to him. So had all of the advantages for the shot. The ball goes coast to coast. 2-0 Ghost. And Aeriality now need to win this next one.
It's really, really, it's a tough spot for Tylacto there at the end. You see that he was the last player back for Aeriality, but he's moved in thinking that there's a good chance Memory's gonna soft clear this straight at me. I'm gonna move in a little bit in case he does. Maybe I have an open net. Nope, not gonna happen. He absolutely smacked it. And Tylacto wishes now that he'd gone back a little bit, and no doubt he would have caught up to it if he was just, turning preemptively instead of moving up aggressively.
There we go, Ghost Gaming trying to move on to day 2. And this is a sort of game that they should be winning. Although look at that start. I mean, after you've had the sort of game that Aeriality had in game 1, and to start like that is such a kick in the teeth.
Yeah, it's the worst way to start. And it did well to get that last goal. Tylacto actually getting, I think, bumped by one of the Ghost players into the ball, and it accelerated it over the goalkeeper. But yeah, it looked like a pretty good opportunity either way. They did not give up, even in the final seconds. Will they believe in the reverse sweep? Because I know Ghost will not be interested in that. They're looking pretty set to move on to day 2. Just one more game needed, 3 chances to get it.
Lethmere's going to take control early. I gotta say, Lethemere has been given so much time to control the ball throughout this series, and he has made the most of it. So a lot of players today that, I mean, look at Lucian, they are enjoying playing right now. But we've seen a lot of players today that, despite getting the space, they just try and play the ball as quickly as they possibly can. Ghost aren't doing that right now. They're making use of that space.
Yeah, Ghost are very happy to bring the ball down and roll it out of defense, maybe flick it over an incoming challenge. Something we saw the Randy Gibbons River Rats doing very well earlier today against the Chiefs. But Aeriality, they've been a little bit more jumpy on the ball. Not too many passing plays. We just saw one there, but for the most part, they're just trying to get the ball away from their goal in any means necessary.
It's almost like they had that passing play in game number 1. See it didn't go in, and said, all right, cool, that's it's a bad idea. Passing's overrated anyway. Let's never go for it.
Oh, Iso can catch up to this one. Very high pass off the crossbar. If Ghost can snag an opening goal here, they're just going to be doing so much damage to Aeriality's confidence in the reverse sweep comeback. I feel like Aeriality have got to open the scoring here to have a good chance. Ghosts are just so solid. This is such a perfect classic rotation. Just taking turns, going back post every single time. Everybody taking turns challenging the ball. The only time that it did break down is when there was an accidental own goal with a pull shot. So that's a pretty good result in 2 games, if you ask me. That might just be a goal. He's dipping in. It's 1-0 for Ghost. Memory's shot finds the back of the net. And where was the third man for Aeriality? So it's just nowhere to be seen. He might have been bumped off screen or just landed really badly from an aerial or something, but you'd expect somebody to be there for Aeriality. The net's just wide open.
Memory's shooting graph is just all in his own side of the field. And he's got to be loving that right now. But for Aeriality, 3 minutes to save their tournament lives, and then they'll have to do it another 2 times. Following that, this deck is stacked against them. They've got to pull something out right here, right now. Off the backboard, Tylacto's not there first. Sevenam just came in, he was starting to dip towards getting that first touch. So he was never going to be able to turn himself around and get a second. Here's Ixo, plays it wide, can't get an extra block. As Lethemere tries to clear, and Sevenam misplayed that very slightly on his positioning, allowed Lethemere to get through a little bit too easily.
Lethemere actually going to cut back across here, finds a way to interfere with the Aeriality clear ball. It's not something we've seen from them too much, but it's worked out really well for them. It's good to see them doing that every once in a while. I mean, they're going to need to do that against the main competition at this event. Just a standard 1, 2, 3 circular rotation doesn't really work at the very, very highest level. It's not popular, at least, at the very highest level anymore. Lots more ball chasing and early pressure these days.
Speed and mechanics, what it mainly is. Right now, Aeriality, they've tried to go fundamental, and it's not really found them much of anything. With only a few minutes left on the clock, it is time to try something different. Ixo, infield pass to Sebadam, right down the middle, doesn't matter. 2 defenders, who cares?
Sebadam with some great placement. Just finds the gap, and that's a fantastic pass by Ixo as well. Great hit. It looks like Ghost defender got a touch on it on the way in, but Sebadam's shot was just good enough. Aeriality back in this with a chance, and it does come from a passing play. That's huge.
Yeah, I think they needed just a little bit of success with it. Finally get the confidence to move forwards. I think that one was less confidence and more necessity. Like the way it is in Ghost Gaming. Trying to re-establish the lead. They've been in this position before. They did end up winning that game nonetheless. Left Mir in the corner. Lovely little pinch into the ground to force it to even further into the corner. Sebadam struggling to get that ball out. Just over a minute remaining, and we're all tied up here.
Sebadam shutting down Illusion as he tries to air dribble the ball out. It's Aeriality trying to keep the ball in the Ghost end, but just one bad touch is all it takes for Ghost to suddenly be the ones in control here. Let's see if the boost is doing well. It is not. Tylacto's almost out. Ixo, that's a good touch on the ball. It's going to be a counter-attack now for Aeriality. Starting to get much more end-to-end this game. It's all stuck in one end for most of game 1 and a lot of game 2.
Tylacto didn't have a clue about the potential demo coming on his far side. Left miss by himself against Ixo! Top corner, Ixo puts Aeriality up.
The acceleration of the ball by Ixo as he took it into the air over the top of memory. Got a couple of extra touches to put it past Lethemir as well. 2-1. Ixo with a huge solo play there. Did not take long to get the ball up into the air and into the top corner.
Ixo has managed to progress here. He's gone from just transition the ball downfield to getting into the back of the net as well. But they still need to hold on half a minute longer. Sebadam puts the ball straight towards Lethemir. Aeriality needs to be a little bit careful about their positioning in these situations. Been caught out offensively a few times. The ball's up. Sebadam able to get there first. Should they be able to turn this in for a 2-1 lead? Or 3-1 lead, I should say. As Ixo into the top corner. Ghost have got to go coast to coast here. It's a good attempt, but Sebadam will leave it. 2 games to 1.
Yeah, well left by Sebadam at the end there. I was thinking there might be some temptation to keep that one up just to try and get inside Ghost's heads a little bit, but they do just let it drop and they've got the win. It looks like the Aeriality fans are all out in their masses for this one.
Well, if there's anyone that deserves it, it is Ixo after that play. Managed to just roll the ball onto the top right corner of his card to give that little bit extra power. But a very odd game overall, which it sort of has, like, there's been a level of control by Ghost, and this is the first game where you felt it slip a little bit toward the end.
Well, it's a danger about being so content sitting back on a 1-goal lead is you're leaving yourself open to just getting equalized on by one good play. And Aeriality have really shown up in this third game. They played by far the best out of any of the games yet so far. And they get the win. Just a couple of really good goals. Team playing the solo play, that's all you need.
It's a play style overall that's very good against bad mentality players. Players that are going to start tilting, start ball chasing, leaving extra holes in that defensive side. Aeriality haven't done that. You know, if anything, they've been too passive against this style of play. Finally putting 2 players forward, getting passing plays, getting a couple of passes strung together. And then sometimes you just have the brilliance of Ixo. That can be a little bit of a difference maker.
Yeah, Ixo did create both those goals. The pass was really what made up the first goal for Sebadam. It was sat so nicely for him to run onto and hit with the maximum power. So it is exactly that man there on the ball that Aeriality are looking for to start up these offensive plays. I'll tell you what, he's getting started early. Double touch for Ixo. Oh, it's a crossbar this time. What a shot that would have been. Again, such acceleration on the first touch.
The Aeriality You know, they're looking much better right now. Just a little bit of momentum picked up in the last game. Ixo's not looking overly comfortable. He's given the ball over, but he did get boost. And to be honest, I think the boost might have been a bigger priority. When the ball's on the ground and in the corner, you're not really going to be sat there guessing where the ball's going to go next. So probably the right decision. Sebadam to Ixo again. Tylacto is over, but Illusion's keeping that pressure going. That's not a great clear from Sebadam. Forces Tylacto to save. Now we transition to the other side. Ixo, it's going to be a hard shot to take. He's on one boost, chooses to set. Tylacto is, well, he's off somewhere.
Yeah, Tylacto is not reading Ixo's mind there. They didn't communicate that the infield, or the straight pass off the wall was coming. Tylacto was moving further across, thinking Ixo would try and hit it. There's a split reset for Ixo out of nowhere.
Ixo's flying up right now.
He's so quick. Yeah, he's definitely feeling good right now. And everybody who knows Ixo, you'll know that when he's feeling good, he plays good. Left mirror mind game. That's going to be 1-0 for Ghost. And it's huge solo plays either end of the field. That's brilliant by left mirror onto Ixo as well. And he dunks in the save off Sebadam to open the scoring.
Not only is that going to cool down Aeriality, but it's going to cool down Ixo as well. Such smart play as well from left mirror. He saw the pace that Aeriality was starting to build up, and he just cuts the pace in half for his plays.
Yeah, you got to control the pace, just like you're saying, against a player like Ixo. Oh, what a banger by Memory, 2-0. And they really have turned this one around. Just didn't look like Aeriality were heating up and starting to play their best Rocket League. Ghost arrive in dominating fashion in game 4. That air roll on the shot from Memory. Brilliant. Added so much power to the shot.
A veteran performance so far from Ghost Gaming. Left mid, flip reset. Couldn't quite get the extra tap, but he did force out the double commit. Aeriality, they've made a 1-goal comeback. They have not managed to overcome 2. They've got to do it, though, if they want to stay alive in this tournament.
I'm just thinking that double touch miss for Ixo. He's going to be kicking himself that he didn't put that one in. Maybe he didn't really believe enough that Lethmere would miss the back wall interception. But you have to believe. If you're already up for a double touch, you can't be thinking about whether or not the defender's going to hit that. You've just got to hope that they do and go for it. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it. Maybe, I don't know if he just couldn't get high enough. Was boost a problem? I might have to go back and watch the replay later and find out. For now, it is 2-0 to Ghost. Aeriality yet to score in this 4th game. Well, they have come close.
Tylacto to the corner. Ixo can't quite win the challenge, but still pressure for Aeriality. Whereabouts is Sebadam? Comes in a little bit late. Very deep-lying third man by Sebadam. It's Memory. A chance to put this by 3. A chance to put this out of reach. Left mid to the backboard. Nobody from Ghost challenging this. They know where they want to be. They know there's 2 minutes on the clock. Relaxing with the positioning, but Sebadam's got a lot of position out of this and an awful lot of territory. Aeriality need to go something their way, and they need it very quickly. You can't imagine them doing this with 1 minute left.
Yeah, they've got to go as fast as possible. I mean, they waited till 2 seconds left in game number 2 before they scored. They can't wait that long this time, not without an absolute miracle on the following kickoff. Still got time. Will they get any creativity to set up a good opportunity?
It almost feels like they need a Ghost Gaming mistake more than they're going to be able to create their own stuff, because so far it's been Ixo who has only been the provider. What a save by the aforementioned man himself. Tries to get another, and he's kept his team in it.
Ixo.
Minute and 20 left, and Ixo popping off.
That's some outrageously good defending by Ixo, but they need more. Tylacto completely out of boost. He can't really do too much. Wave Dash not pulling it off as well. Inside the final minute, we're going to go. Ixo's had his moments. Aeriality have had their moments. But Ghost have looked like the better team so far. They just need to get the job done by holding on to this 2-goal lead for another 50 or so seconds.
Left mid to the corner. 45 seconds on the clock now. If Aeriality want to do it, they're going to have to prove my previous statement wrong. Here comes Illusion. 3 goals to nothing. Ghost Gaming should be looking at day 2.
Yes, great pressure on the last man back. Memory chasing down Tylacto a little bit, and Illusion beats him to the ball. That's all 3 members of Ghost Gaming have scored in this 4th game. And it looks like it might all be over for Aeriality. There is a little burst of life in the middle there. this series. But it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. Ghost are a different team now from the team that lost in Leipzig to Team Echo Zulu. They've improved significantly, finishing strong in RLCS Season 7 League play, although they didn't make LAN. Still had a very good ending to their season. And it's definitely showing now that they are going to be going into day 2. And when they get there, I'm not sure who they're going to be playing. I'll have to go and check who they're going to be playing tomorrow. I believe it is going to be G2. Which is, yeah, the team that they've already, I think they've actually already played against G2.
That's a really sick goal.
That's pretty good there by Lucian.
Sort of feels
I like that appreciation there. That is a sick goal.
I kind of wish that was like the first goal. You know, the goals like that don't get the appreciation. Oh, that's even better. All right, Lucian, you've topped yourself here, mate. Hat-trick hero for Lucian.
Absolute beast. Look at that. Fast kickoff. It looked like Ixo was going to go for a fast kickoff of his own to the side. They already had somebody cheating up to the mid boost, but you know what beats a fast kickoff to the side? A fast kickoff straight down the middle. 5-0. It's a great showing by Ghost here. And they are going to move on to day 2 with authority against a pretty scary looking Aeriality team at times. They're going to go home and hopefully be able to go back to the drawing board, go into bigger and better things.
Yeah, it seems like there was just a massive turning point at the very beginning of this game. Number 1, Ixo missing his double tap.
Yeah, that was
Number
huge.
2, Lefemir with the dagger to the heart with his solo play. Just destroyed Aeriality's momentum. And from there on out, it looked like it was all Ghost.
Yeah, that one mind game goal for Left just shut down all of the momentum that Aeriality had been building up. And even after the double touch miss for Ixo, they still look like they had a lot of life in them. They're creating chances. They're moving around with authority. Then they get mind game once and it all falls apart.
There we go. Ghost Gaming moving on to day number 2. Aeriality are out with that result, but not without making a good showing of themselves. They'll know where they want to try and move on from there.
We will be back with more DreamHack Valencia very shortly, so we'll see you all very, very soon.
Your lips are stained with fiction. You always have your reasons, and I spill you rotten. Your hands are sealed in pockets. You fill them with your secrets. To you, I am nothing. I am. Your kiss, sweet like poison. You know you make me reckless. I'll run, but you are friction. Your touch feels like heaven. You make me hate all my sins. You are my religion. My religion. I have a million reasons to leave you.
Hello and welcome once more here to DreamHack Valencia's DreamHack Pro Circuit, where we just witnessed Ghost finding a way to get a victory over Aeriality. It was one that I feel like, we said that Ghost's probably going to be the expected one, and at the end of the day, it looked very clean and dominant from them as a roster.
Yeah, we had questions because we haven't seen Ghost in a while, but those questions were definitely answered. We saw some great defense from Ghost, which is something we always see, but then on the offensive side, we see Illusion really stepping up again, which is what we need to see from Ghost going forward.
Yeah, and that angle he got at the end of the last match, that's definitely a representation of how well he can perform and what kind of mechanical skill he's capable of. It was good to see him come in with confidence. A whole team definitely moving as a unit. Everybody was involved. Nobody really too quiet on the pitch, and I thought it was a great series for them.
Yeah, it didn't seem like there was really much of an opportunity on many fronts there for Aeriality whatsoever throughout those games.
Yeah, 3 goals scored, and that's it. There was one 1v1 play by Ixo, but outside of that, just not a lot of scoring opportunities. Ghost was very suffocated on defense and just good transitional game as well. And then, of course, as long as you get 1 or 2 mechanical plays in the series, that always helps.
Exactly.
Like, kind of tip the scales. But by the end, Ghost was blowing them out, and that's what you want to see when we see Ghost go into day 2 versus tougher opponents.
And Aeriality just could not find, any exposing elements a part of Ghost's gameplay. It felt like it was just very slow to get that ball out. And even when they did, like you said, they were just so suffocated, so boost-starved, it wasn't even possible.
And before we started this series, we talked about, the offseason and whether or not that gap of time would be a positive or a negative here for Ghost. And, I was just curious, now that we got to see the series, did you feel like it was, not too much positive or negative, a lot on the positive trend? What'd you think?
Yeah, this was a better series from Ghost. Like, obviously, this is a European bubble team, right? We saw earlier they got swept by G2, but we didn't see that on stream. So we still got to see them versus those, day 2 opponents. But for today, for what we saw, this is very promising.
I completely agree. I just want to see how they perform and how they play against other, high-caliber teams such as themselves.
Well, here joining us from Ghost is going to be none other than Lethamyr himself. Lethamyr, it has been a while since we got to see you out on the stage. How did it feel, number one, to be back in the competitive form? And what did you think there while you're playing in that last series?
Felt good. We felt comfortable the whole time. I think we were in our mindset that I was going to be taking more of a back role. I think that's the thing that I've been really working on a lot for the team is to be more adaptable for the 2 of them because they're nutty upfield, as you can see. So I was just sitting back and just letting them do whatever touches they need to do. I was making those 50-50s in the corners and in the side of the goal, and then that was what was allowing us to push out onto offense.
Right. And you guys didn't go to DreamHack Dallas, so what did you do to prepare for such a long gap, and how did you come in to DreamHack Valencia prepared?
We actually took a bit of a break during Dallas just to watch the competition and see where everyone's at. And RLCS obviously was a great time. I had some illness, so we had a little bit more time off. And then we came back with a fresh mindset. And I think that's what's really helped us on the off season. I think we're looking a lot better than we did last season in league play of RLCS. And I'm excited to see where we can go in this tournament.
Yep.
So it's not really fair because you were great at Rocket League, but not only that, you're probably the best map creator that we have in all of Rocket League. What has that process been like for you? Because you're one of the few that make a ton of maps for this game, for the workshop.
Right. So I'd say the history comes from Minecraft maps. I used to make huge adventure maps, and then I went into CSGO. I played that competitively for a bit, and then I made maps for CSGO, doing competitive maps like A and B sites and all that stuff. And now it's went into Rocket League. I just keep going wherever I'm going and just using that editing and creativity skills to create something new and exciting for the community because they seem to enjoy it. So.
Yeah, it's super dope. And that's a tool that you can use both not only on a creative from a community's front, but also a training perspective, right, as well with the packs. It's super dope.
I'm in the middle of making a big training pack system for passes and all these different things like targets that you can shoot and stuff. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's actually really dope. I look forward to it there, Lethamyr. And congratulations once more on that victory that you got in the last series. We, in fact, are going to go to a commercial break. But when we come back, our final series here in day 1 at DreamHack Valencia.